see if I've got this straight. You are now a magic-wielding being known as a lassie.
Yep.
And the godlike entity that made you this way gave you a vague mental image on something that it wants you to do.
Uh-huh.
And based on this mental image, you think that it wants you to finish reviewing Spoony's Final Fantasy XIII review.
Given Murphy's track record, I'd say so.
And if you fail to do so in the allotted time, you'll turn into a mindless zombie-like creature.
That's about the high and low of it.
Being an internet critic is weird.
Oh, yeah. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Well, it's probably about time for this. Spoony's Final Fantasy XIII Review Part 4.
I haven't even touched on the Crystarium yet.
Well, if your plan was to cover the entire story first, that would be fine.
Why is it that Final Fantasy has to keep making the process of leveling up such a fucking roadblock? Nobody liked the sphere grid.
Really? 'Cause I thought that was one of the more praised elements of 10.
I'm not even kidding when I say leveling up is just holding down a button and watching a screensaver for a while. That's it!
I won't deny it probably would have been better if the game just automatically leveled you up and told you what stats got better.
But about 20 hours in, things change. You reach Grand Pulse and the Crystarium opens up so every roll is available to everybody. And I have to go on a brief tangent here.
Oh god!
This is what I kept hearing when I was playing this game. Oh, about 20 hours in when you reach Grand Pulse, the game gets good. 20 hours in? Fuck you! Why in the fuck can't the game be good right now?
Yeah, when it comes to RPGs, you generally have to be patient for the first few hours for the game to get rolling, but 20 hours is ridiculous!
You may be wondering why I don't have a problem with Lightning's Gunblade when I spent so long bitching about squalls.
Were we wondering that? Me.
It's fairly obvious, isn't it? It transforms between a rifle and a sword. It serves practical functions, and it's one of the only things that matches the high-tech feel of the game world.
Yeah, but Leon's Gunblade was magic.
You don't have to explain it.
And then there's this. Saz's pistols turn into a shotgun? What? Where the hell did this come from? How does the ammo... How do the guns fit... Ah! I won't lie, I kinda want them.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the weapons in this game. For as little sense as they make, they are still awesome!
Oh wait, my bad. Snow and Hope did get hurt from their fall off the building. Well, kind of. I guess it makes sense. This fall was way worse than getting ejected from a crashing airplane.
Well, yeah, they went through like 3 glass awnings.
Have you noticed that neither one of the kids is even slightly disturbed by the fact that they violently murdered dozens of other human beings?
Well, the Neil is probably used to it by now. We find out later in the game that this isn't exactly her first rodeo. Hope, on the other hand, yeah, he should be a lot more messed up.
Anyway, a fucking jetpack ninja strike team attacks, which is a lot more practical than just using your helicopters and bombing the everlasting fuck out of the house from orbit.
Yeah, just forgetting all the civilian casualties. Despite how many people wish that would happen, killing Snow would not end the game.
I want to protect this place just as much as you. I'm here to kill you all!
Snow was trying to clear the area!
Anyway, it's Fang again. She's got her own airship and some rogue group of SciComm officers working for her or with her. I don't know why. I wasn't paying attention at this point.
It wouldn't have helped.
A tear of frustration. Okay, what the fuck is that and how do I carry that around?
It's something that you seem to produce every minute you spend playing this game.
Turns out all this is for weapon upgrades, and I defy you to make sense of this madness. Sounds simple enough, right? You poor bastards.
Because this is a JRPG and nothing can be simple.
What? How do you apply murky ooze to a gunblade and make it better?
Clearly you don't understand the concept of science, Spoony! That's why I'm here to teach you about weapon upgrading. I've taken your gunblade and I'm going to upgrade it for you and the audience live right here.
Except not actually live. Unless he did live stream this. One particularly nasty episode of Game Lab later.
Well, I think we can safely say that both I and this gunblade are at the peak efficiency.
Well, it doesn't kill you and makes you stronger, I guess.
Both I and this gunblade are invincible!
I'm invincible!
Doesn't it bother anybody that there's a man running around a children's theme park visibly heavily armed?
You mean like this?
You know what kills me about this level? We're at an amusement park and there's absolutely nothing to do. Like, no mini-games or anything, not even combat.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. That's like putting a casino in the game and not letting the player play poker.
I will be fair. They do put a casino and chocobo races in 13 too. Guess what? They fucked that up too!
Fucked it up might be a little too strong of a term. As far as I can remember, chocobo races were just betting and poker was incredibly easy to break. So it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible either.
What about you? You got someone special out there?
Special? Nope.
Really? Now that is kind of sad.
Okay, so we've got a black guy running around an amusement park with guns and hitting on young girls. After beating the robot, Saz's kid appears.
Daddy, I found you.
And then immediately turns to Crystal. And he does it in a manner entirely inconsistent with the way Sarah turned to Crystal.
You never know, maybe different people turn into Crystal in different ways.
The capture of undesirables. It seems that was your son's focus.
So the kid's focus was to find Saz, even though Saz was in the same room as him when he got his focus, meaning his focus was to find Saz after Saz became a Lassie, which is something the other Fal'Cie could not have possibly known would happen. Oh my god.
More like as a cocoon Fal'Cie, it was his focus to find Pulse Lassie. The fact that it was Saz was just a coincidence.
Don't you think with them being hunted by literally every single person on Cocoon that they would at least change into different clothes?
And force the developers to make new models? Yeah, right!
Well, if they're daring us to mount a rescue, I'll take that action. All in.
Good plan! Let's foil their little trap by walking directly into it! Haha! Actually, I shouldn't complain. This is the first clear goal these guys have had in about 15 hours of gameplay. So fuck, go for it.
Is it a bad sign that Spoony's now on board with stupidity?
Make it rain.
I don't really see how that's gonna help, but okay.
Well, if anything, it would just boost morale. Hell, just watching Spoony do this is cheering me up.
I am Fal'Cie. My name is Spartanidulus, voice of the Sanctum, and Lord Sovereign of the Cocoon Fal'Cie.
And at this point, Spoony officially gives up on the game, and we finally finish his review of Final Fantasy XIII. Yeah, there are 2 more parts to this where he finishes the game proper, but it's just more of the same. There's nothing really more we can talk about with it. Taking all 6 videos into account, this review was pretty good. Maybe a little too long, but pretty good. Seriously, this is Spoony's longest review of a single game, in the ballpark of 2.5 to 3 hours. And a lot of that length comes from how long his rants go on. Hell, in this video alone, he spent about 7 minutes just talking about the leveling system. If Spoony wasn't so entertaining to watch, it'd be painful. But fortunately, Spoony does deliver his rants in a way that makes us want to listen, and he does have a lot of valid criticisms. It's definitely worth checking out. I'm the reviewer. Your review! What happened?